Hello everyone. Just wanted to give an update because it's been a month or however long. So I got put on Wellbutrin, which is an antidepressant, because my psychiatrist knew that I was severely depressed. I've been on it for like 2.5 weeks. 2 weeks, I don't know. I'm feeling a lot better. My therapist thinks I'm still depressed, however, because I'm like irritated. Like, I'm so irritable all the fucking time. And that's a symptom of depression. So that's cool. Yeah. And then I have another appointment with my psychiatrist, I think this Friday, because my therapist finally wants me to be on some anti-anxiety medication. Yay. I'm excited for that. Except the bitch better not try to put me on Zoloft, because I've been on that and I was a zombie on it. So let's not go there. Yeah. And then my therapist also, okay, he's really trying to help me. I have a new therapist. I probably should mention that. I have a new therapist, not the same one I was seeing. This guy actually, like, specifically specializes in mental disorders. And he said the 3 that he is, like, most knowledgeable on, or however he worded it, is bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, and schizophrenia. So I'm glad he specializes in it, because I'm tired of talking to therapists and people who just kind of don't get it and like think that there's nothing wrong with me. So this therapist is awesome. Anyways, yeah, he's trying to teach me like techniques and stuff to help me with my anxiety and do the cognitive behavioral therapy and all of that. And then when we're discussing anti-anxiety medications, he's like, yeah, so I don't know if you've ever been on anti-anxiety medications before, but I should let you know it doesn't take away your anxiety. And I'm like, what? Then what the fuck is it for? And he said it's for the symptoms of anxiety. You know, whenever your heart is like pounding, like racing really fast, and you're like really shaky. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when my anxiety hits me hard, like I'm like this, like all fucking day, okay? So it just helps with the symptoms of anxiety, and it doesn't like cure the anxiety. I mean, obviously there's like not a cure for it because everybody still has fucking anxiety, but shit, I thought that anti-anxiety medication is what it sounds like. Anti-anxiety medication. Make your anxiety go away. No. So that kind of sucks. I mean, he said it'll make it like more manageable, and I might be able to do more stuff than I do now, considering I'm trapped in the house 24/7 because my social anxiety is so bad I can't even walk out my front door most days anymore. So yeah, I might actually be able to start doing things more often and actually making memories with my husband outside of this house before we move back to Iowa, which we'll be doing within the next probably 2 to 3 or 4 years. Yeah, so that's gonna be great. Yeah, not really a whole lot else going on with me. I still cry every day over like things that aren't sad, or like, I don't know, like it's weird. And my therapist says that that might be related to some kind of trauma, and it's like, okay, but like what about when I'm like doing dishes and then I just start crying? Like, that doesn't make any sense because I don't have any trauma related to washing dishes. Like, I cry at weird fucking times over nothing or over something. Like, it's weird. Yeah, so I don't really have an explanation for that. I just chalk that up to I'm fucking bipolar, okay? Which means I'm extra sensitive and shit happens, okay? I just cry. Yeah. I think I am still a little depressed because of the irritability. Like, I get that. But at least I'm not like, laying in bed all day, or like find it hard to get out of bed, or like just have no motivation or lack of energy. Like, I actually do stuff now. I mean, obviously I don't really like go do fun things, but like I take care of my house now. I don't have the depression mess anymore. So, I do my dishes and my laundry and clean the living room and kitchen and bedrooms and bathroom and whatever. Like, I'm actually taking care of myself and taking care of my house and my family. So that's a plus. Kind of feel like I'm heading more towards my baseline, which is great. However, I am a little nervous about being on, wow, I just lost my train of thought. Antidepressant. Nervous about being just on an antidepressant, because most people who have bipolar disorder and they're on an antidepressant, it's also mixed with a mood stabilizer. Because as we all know, antidepressants are for depression, not for bipolar disorder, where you have depression and mania, or hypomania as well. So in my bipolar group on Facebook, I told them that I was being put on an antidepressant alone, and I was nervous about it, and I wanted to know, wow, I can't talk. I wanted to know how other people reacted just being on antidepressants, and so far there was 30 comments on it, and like one of them was a positive comment. The rest of them said that it made them I got them out of the depression, but then it made them manic, or it made their depression much worse. And I get that, because over 2 years ago, when I had my attempt, before I knew I was bipolar, but I was bipolar, I was put on an antidepressant, venlafaxine, I think. And I was on it for a month, and it made my depression so much worse that I actually had suicidal thoughts and then attempted, which was not like me. Of all the times I've ever been depressed, I have never done that before. And then my psychiatrist at the time told me that that's probably what happened. So my new therapist says that because of my age, I just crossed over the hump of the antidepressant making the depression worse, and it's probably not going to do that for me. It's probably going to make me, go back to my baseline and not be depressed anymore. And now some people in my life are a little worried about me turning manic from being on the antidepressant alone, which I get, because, I have been known to do and say some pretty stupid things when I'm manic, and I hate to say it, but I'm so narcissistic towards my husband. I don't give a fuck about him when I'm manic, okay? I know I love him, but when I'm manic, it's we're not married. We're not together. I don't care what you do. I don't care about the money you make. I don't care about the bills you pay. I don't care about the things you do for me. I don't care if you're fucking somebody else, because I probably am too. I'm really bad when I'm manic. So I don't, I like being manic because it's fun. But when I'm hypomanic, that's where I wish to be all the time, because when I'm hypomanic, I don't do stupid things. I know that I'm in love with my husband, and I don't treat him poorly at all. But I'm fun, okay? And my anxiety isn't so bad when I'm hypomanic. I can actually go out and do fun things, and I can get shit done on my house super quick. So I wish I could just be there all the time, just, it's been so long since I've been there that it's hard to remember what it's like. But deep inside, I know what it's like, and I want it back. I'm also in somewhat of a good mood today, okay? So don't take my good mood as, oh, she's manic, because just because you're in a good mood for one day does not mean you are manic, okay? Just want you to know that if you're struggling and you're having, one really good day, and then the next day you're back to depression, that doesn't mean you are manic for one fucking day, okay? When people are depressed, it's different for everybody, all right? But I was depressed for months, and nobody knew I was depressed. It's easy to live with it once you've lived with it for so long, and it's yeah, I'm depressed all the time. I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to do anything. But I'm still going to get up. I'm still going to go to work. I'm still going to do all the shit I need to do and be around the people that I need to be around and take care of the shit that needs to be taken care of. Like, it's easier to do whenever you've been dealing with it for so long. You know, so a lot of people didn't like know that I was depressed. But when you are depressed, you can still be depressed for a whole entire month. And then you wake up one day and you're like, I don't feel like complete shit about myself today. Or like, I don't feel like killing myself today. I actually feel like I want to go to fucking Dairy Queen and get some ice cream. And then I want to go shopping and I want to do all this stuff, and then the next day you're depressed again. It doesn't mean that you were depressed for a month, and then you were manic for one day, and then you're depressed again. No, you were still depressed on that day, okay? It was just more manageable. You didn't let it, tear you down from the moment you woke up till the moment you went to sleep. So don't get it twisted, okay? You're not manic for a day and then depressed for a day. Like, it doesn't work like that. If you're up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, it's throughout an entire day, okay? So in the morning, you're depressed, you're crying, and then an hour later, you're happy, and you go and get a coffee, and then you go to work, and you're in such good mood, and you're hanging out with your friends, and then 2 hours later, you're like, fuck, I hate myself, I hate my life, and it goes up and down like that all the time. That's what bipolar disorder is, okay? We're up and down. We have high highs and low lows and everything in fucking between. Everything in between, okay? So, yeah, there's an update on me and a little lesson on the depression side of bipolar disorder, Well, I have to clean my house. Kind of not looking forward to it. Coffee didn't wake me up, and this Coke is not, no, it's not doing it. But I will try to check in when I start my anti-anxiety meds and I start feeling, good enough to, like, actually go out, and I'll share, my progress with it. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well and taking your meds and taking care of yourself. Don't forget to shower. Take a bath, whatever, just bathe yourself. If you're super depressed, just try to force yourself to take that shower. Or take a bath. Baths are good when you're depressed because you can take your time and not worry about the hot water running out, because you could spend an hour in there washing yourself and taking breaks, and the water is still going to be hot, okay? All right, have a good day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.